That's right, Magic friends. This is your captain speaking. We're back again for box number 3 of Ixalan the Lost Caverns. And, well, the last box was better. We'll say that. And to be fair, well, if it got worse, I think I would have cried a lot. But before we get into that, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. The comments down below will feed that YouTube algorithm. Helps keep the channel sponsor free and helps keep the box openings rolling. Because let me tell you, the last thing you want to hear from me is meal prep advice, or some kind of weird ShamWow commercial. Although I do like the ShamWow commercial. That dude's funny as hell. But wait, there's more. So, yeah. Several ways to do that. You can hit up the old Patreon. Links in the description. Or you can just actually buy yourself something, because all these cards will be listed online for sale. Molten Collapse, good card, good card. Will be listed online for sale. Links in the description to the eBay store, TCG player, and all that good jazz. Plus the emails in there. Everyone's reach out and say hi. Hey, Tasha's Tiebreaker, one of the better rares, and it's a full art foil. That's a good hit right there. That's the kind of stuff we're looking for in these draft boxes. Now, with all that being said, and all the shenanigans out of the way of how to help the channel and me pumping up the channel and all the schmoozing, so far the set feels good as far as play-wise. However, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of value. Now, we're doing this. That judgment call is coming off of these set boost or draft boosters. Sorry, that's a good card, a couple bucks. Coming off these draft boosters, which don't have a lot in them, but they do have just the core set. And that may be why we have box toppers in these, is because of how, I don't want to say lackluster, because the sets, it feels like the set's fine, fun to play, got good cards in it, but the value is down. And I think one of the reasons for that, and we've talked about it before, is a lot of the collectors and investors are stepping away from Magic, causing less sales across the board. Oh, hey, our very first Mythic, it is Mr. Kond, and, the elephant in the room, but anyway, so, with everybody stepping away from investing and some even playing for several reasons, because of, hey, that OG are very nice, Mythic number 2. It's causing the card prices to go down because nobody's buying them. I think some of these cards are, in my opinion, worth a little more than what their price tag is. But, our very first foil full art land, check that out. It's a swamp. Wow, that is sexy. Man, is that sweet. All right, anyway, sorry. Rabbit. Anyway, because there's nobody really wanting to buy or even play to some degree like they're used to, the prices are just going down because there's not as much needs to go around, or there's not as much interest. Does that make sense? And you may not like to hear that, but in the land of where everything is a game piece, as you guys know, game pieces aren't worth anything on an open market when they're easy to get. That's just how it is. So it drives down the value of these boxes. Now, some people argue, yeah, well, I don't care, I'll just buy the stuff anyway. But at the end of the day, if there's no value to buy any of this stuff, then why would people buy the boxes? You see what I'm saying? If the boxes, like, for example, these draft boxes are going for like 120, and I'm going to tell you a secret. I haven't opened any of these draft boxes yet and got remotely close to box value from it. And with the price of the product keeps going up, but the card value keeps going down, that's a setup for disaster. Now, with that said, I love Magic. I love collecting it. I love playing it. It really brings back the nostalgia of my hate to say this, but from my youth. Good God, that hurts. Anyway, so I do love it, but it does come a point where even I myself have been questioning how much product I'm going to buy. There's a good hit, a couple bucks. Moving forward. And not because necessarily all the cards have no value. But I guess that is part of it, but at the same time, they're pumping out so much product that I can't keep up with all of it because I can't buy everything because it just takes too much money. And without getting paid to do any of these box openings or anything, or, oh, hey, look at that, we got a veto. Veto! Number 3. Without, the channel doing well enough to kind of pay for itself, and all the time I put into the pack openings and reselling the cards and what have you, what ends up happening is you end up making a proposition where it's just a losing proposition. And if that's the case, you got to then ask yourself, how much money are you willing to lose every month for your hobby that you love? And I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of people who do game pieces or like game pieces don't buy hundreds of dollars of product every month in one product. They just don't do that. Because if it's game pieces, once you buy the pieces you need, you're just done. And that's more of, oh, hey, a Galta. There's a good one. Mythic number 4. So if you kind of look back, and sometimes the argument talks about Commander. Well, Commander makes cards expensive and blah, blah, blah. Commander can do that, but with all the constant reprinting, nothing will be expensive because nothing is going to be hard to get. And also, Commander is a format where you need one of a card. So you don't have to buy 4 or 5 of a card for every Commander deck. You literally can just shuffle cards around in your Commander deck that you want to play if you want to take the time to save your money. Now, granted, it would be easier when all the cards are cheap and not worth anything for people to have multiple copies. But then, that's a couple $1 card. Then it goes back to the whole, if they're only a couple dollars, who's going to buy them? Who's going to sell them? If cracking the box means you lose 30% of your money selling singles, then at some point the price of those cards have to get very expensive to make up for the fact that shops won't crack boxes and sell singles because they're not going to make money off of it. It means you have to rely off individual sellers or traders, which drives the price back up. So at the end of the day, you can have your game pieces. There's one of the best rare in the set. We got one. Hot dog. Roaming Throne. Amazing card. So what happens is you end up with a bunch of individual players who will buy, sell, and trade cards at a high level because they opened it and that's just the end of it. And the only time, oh, we got a rare. Very nice. That's a couple $1 card. Probably has a rare, maybe 3 or 4. That's sweet. So at the same time, those guys will either sell it at a high price, causing the price to raise until it raises to a point where people will open the boxes. Then when the boxes are good enough to open, then stores will open them, driving the price back down, causing the stores to stop opening. And it's a repetitive process, right? And in that time, what happens is because the price goes up and down so much on products, you end up spending $120 for one product, and it's actually worth $120, and then you end up spending money on a different product, maybe the very next one. Growing Lights Viclamach, one of the other good rares, good card. You spend that money on that product, you get the first product, you buy a box for $120, you basically get your money back. The next product comes out, everybody cracks it open, like Dragon Maze, and it's everywhere, and now opening a box costs $120, but you only get back $80 out of it. So now the stores are hurting, so the stores end up closing, stop selling singles, not selling or not buying like we see right now. Mythic number 5, very nice. It causes lots of problem in the environment. So you have to have that stable environment for people to want to carry your product at the end of the day. So it's very interesting. 2 packs left. We're at 5 mythics. We had some good mythics on this box. So I'm thinking this box might be one of the better boxes from the case. So that's cool, not gonna lie. We got a couple decent rares. We got a decent chance at doing well on this one. All right, box topper time, guys. Don't forget, Comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. The comments down below will feed that YouTube algorithm. And until next time, be kind. We already got a temple bell. What the hell? Damn it. $2. Anyway, until next time, be kind. And as always, I hope to see you crossing the game table. If anybody's even playing this game. Later, player. I wonder how much more they can jack the price. People just stop buying altogether.